Hi guys, it's Romina. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna show you two different ways that you can flip or mirror your image on a stamping plate so you have a result like this. And most of the plates will offer only one option where the image is looking only one way. So the first way is going to be by transfer the image from one stamper to another. I'm going to be using these two. They're the same type of stamper, so I recommend you do that. They have to be very sticky and clean before you do this process. So you're going to apply the polish and stamp as you normally do, and then just transfer it to the new stamper. You have to be very fast for this to work. If you're not fast enough, the polish will dry on the previous stamper and it's not gonna work. So here's the comparison, and now the image is completely mirrored. And don't forget to apply a sticky base coat layer before you transfer the image on your nail, because by then probably both will be dry. In this case, I forgot to apply it and I had a little bit of lifting there. This is the second example and it worked perfectly. So here's the first image mirror. Now for the next design, I'm gonna use this dolphin and see how the outline will transfer. This is a pretty small image, so I was afraid that maybe it won't be transferred properly, but it did. This looks pretty good. This is the original, and as you can see, the lines are a little bit thicker and everything is well connected. In the second one, I had like a missing spot in the upper part, but it looks pretty good. So I think it depends on the image, but in this case, it worked perfectly. I'm using the same nail to show you the difference. Now for my next design, I'm gonna be using this image here that has a little bit more of negative spaces. I would recommend you work with stamping polishes because they will dry out a little bit slower, so you have more time to transfer. As you see here, the transfer is almost immediately, but I'm still losing some parts of the flowers here and there. I think that's pretty normal because you're stamping first and then just transfer the same polish onto the other stamper, so it's normal that you can lose a little bit on that process. The original looks a lot better, a lot fuller, but this is not a problem. Here just forgot again to put sticky base coat, but this is the result. To me, it looks pretty good. Now the second way of doing this is to make a decal. I'm gonna use a bird here on this plate, and this is gonna be our original reference, and then I'm gonna put a coat of this clear polish on a silicone mat, and I'm just gonna wait for it to dry, and once it's dry, I'm gonna stamp the image on top of this. Then I'm just gonna remove it with some tweezers and it will look something like that. In this case, I put a lot of clear polish, so I have to cut all the excess so it will fit on the nail. And with some tweezers as well, I'm gonna place it on top of the nail, and I'm gonna show you two different ways of put it on the nail. So the first one will be just tap it a little bit with your finger just to make it stick, and then you can apply a top coat, but it will look a little bit patchy. You can see here the outline and it will have a lot of air bubbles. So I'm gonna show you a better way. So the other way would be to make a smaller decal. I think this is best just because you don't have a lot of excess to cut, and also it will help you out with the thickness of the decal. So I'm just gonna place it in the same direction on top of a stamper, and then I'm gonna reverse it and stamp it onto the nail. So you see here that I have a lot of bubbles, but I'm gonna use this tool. You can use a silicone tool as well, just to make sure that we got rid of those bubbles, because that's gonna show later. So in this case, I tried to stick it as much as possible to the nail, and I'm gonna apply a smudge-free top coat and then fast dry top coat. So this will give it a little bit of difference, as you see here, from the previous one where you can see kind of the outline of the decal, and the other one that you can barely see it. So I like a lot this design, and here's the comparison with the original. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.